All right, welcome to Balls and Brews, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. So,
I like this.
what are we drinking? Fruit punch? No, actually, it's a Lagunitas malted. It's a malt ale, right? So it's malt beverage made with vegetable coloring for vegetable juice for coloring. So it's a tropical fruit punch.
Drinks at 9%.
9%, which, yeah. And once again, like, I thought it was going to be closer to Fruit Force with the Fruit Forward. What do you feel the profile is?
I mean, it's not that sweet. It's a little bit more on the dry side, but I like it.
Fair.
I mean,
I thought it was going to be sweeter. I did. And I set myself up for failure because when you go in thinking a certain profile is going to come out of it and you don't get it all the time, you're like, I wanted it to be
looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly. And it didn't punch the way I wanted it to, and I think it's my fault. So I'm gonna revisit this non-biasedly. Our boys from Lagunitas, Petaluma, great goddamn logo. I love that dog. That little spotted dog's cool as shit. Now, what's funny about not only this can, but the other can we're gonna get into as well, is somehow we came up with 2 octopus cans on the same pod. So check those out, X and Instagram. Yeah, every time we get together, you and I, we always buy similar cans. It's true. We've had like demonic ones that we brought together. We had the 666 pod that had that was too funny, man. Too funny. All right. So as far as like new beers, have you been having anything in that direction?
No, just been working more lately, so haven't got the time to enjoy a couple more beers.
Safe behind the wheel, man. You're a driver, brother. We don't need you out there 1 or 2 beers in.
No, never on job.
Never on job.
Yeah, it's
but
usually
always
we
on
just
pod.
enjoy when you get home. But sometimes it's just kind of too late.
The unwind beer. Oh, sure, that too. Yeah. Oh, dude, if it gets to a point in your evening where you're like, I basically am just forcing myself to drink this because I feel like I need a beer. Like,
I mean, beer. When I get home, it sounds nice, but sometimes
if it's 11,
like 10 o'clock, and I'm like, I don't know if I need to start right now.
You don't. Raise your hand if you don't need to do that. You don't. Like, and I respect that, money. That's a good call because then you're gonna wake up groggy the next morning anyway, right?
Depending on how much and what you're drinking.
Because the one beer isn't traditionally just the one beer. Let's be real about the way that rabbit hole goes.
Reno life.
I mean, the thing is too, you could walk up the street and you have Sevi right there that's open 24 hours a day or whatever. I'm not prescribing to this lifestyle or this thought process.
We live in a 24-hour town, man.
Bad.
It's a little different.
And a shout out to our town because there's a lot of things that we do get right. I do love this city a lot. And it's so close to so much shit. Like, I'm going camping next weekend. That's going to be balling. So speaking of the timeline as to what we're recording here, okay, we need to call this pod 99.2 is kind of what we landed on.
Yes, it is June 22nd. We missed last week with Father's Day.
Shout out to our boys.
Downie is in the rodeo, busy with that.
It's June, right? Yeah, no. Every June, this podcast come across
this week and next week. We were just approaching the century mark, and we wanted to do something special, but we got to have him here to do it.
Can't do the hundo without the big all 3 of us. What are we talking about? That would be a disservice to not only us but to you, mostly you. No, okay. So let's see. New beers, Guava Cart. I guess it was a revisit, as it were. Started off too cold. Realized that very quickly. Heavy wheat, but not a lot of, once again, I was expecting a little bit more fruit pop. Let it open. It worked out. And then some seltzers, some high noons. I was drinking some Gentleman's on water was what we ended with for the last couple of cocktails because Josh was like, I'm moving away from beer. My stomach's getting... And I was like, that's probably a good idea.
Well, bloated,
and the
full.
Second one that lady poured was it, man. It was...
Just a tall pour? Or what were we talking?
She wasn't stingy on the gentleman. She was hanging out and I don't want this guy to come back to my line anymore.
Good job.
So here's an extra... but... It was such a fun time. The rodeo is a blast, especially just because the people were around. Shout out to Kai. She was one of the people that took me there. So the events are always fun. Just the pageantry is one of those things where okay, once again, we're not a political podcast, but it was Patriot Night, right? So very influenced in the American flag and what we stand for in the military. And if you were not necessarily in that demographic, it would have been really hard to be there for like a little bit. But hopefully
get some food,
get a drink. Sure. Yeah. Well, just don't. It's not a protest. Don't go there and stay silent. I'm not out there to ruffle any feathers. I also give a shit about about our country and the people we've lost, and I will never shit on a veteran. Unfortunately, I don't think we take great care of our veterans. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, I know, right? Exactly. We're not trying to that might be the first the comment that goes viral. Well, all of a sudden they're talking about the political agendas. But the rodeo itself was great, and I love that when the events are going on, it's not even country folk get it right because they don't play country. You know what I will say is the absolute funniest thing? I'm sorry, I have to put this out there because I kept on the inside real deep.
Let it out, Chad.
There was a mix. There was one song that they mixed right before they let out the chutes for one of the riders. Killing in the Name was the hook.
Rage.
Yes, which is definitively against the entire thing of what they were talking about that night.
Yeah, that's a weird choice.
And I just didn't know if they understood the nuance. Because as soon as I heard ball, 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 I'm like, you guys can't do that. You guys can't have your cake and eat it too. That's not the way it works. That's sorry. That's the point of kind of, I guess, the extremes, as it were. As much as I love Rage, I don't align with their political views at all, but I love that music, so I mean I'll still intake it. And I was trying to see them live. We were so close. Fucking COVID, man. They were supposed to do a world tour.
Canceled not once but twice.
Three times. Thrice before they refunded us our shit, or before we threw in the towel. Then because they canceled it. He blew out his knee. They had just started the American leg of the tour, and Zach De La Roca blew out his knee in New York, and they canceled the rest of the tour. Then they tried to get back together, but they called it a new tour, so tickets weren't valid anyway. It was supposed to be with Run the Jewels, too. I would have fucking loved to see Killer Mike. That would have been fun as shit. Oh, man, that would have been a great show. And I got robbed by the great conspiracy of 2020. It is a conspiracy. Anyway, yeah, we're not going any further down that one. But the Stanley Cup this year, the first 4 games were electric. They were some of the best hockey I've ever seen.
Well,
maybe ever.
Game 3.
There was a blowout. The one we watched together, actually, right there.
Yeah,
on the couch.
Of course, the one we watched together.
6-1, didn't it end up being?
Yeah,
the first 2 went to overtime. Double overtime in the first 2 games.
Back to overtime for the 4th game.
Right. So 3 out of the first 4 games
was
were
great.
Magnificent, yeah. And then obviously Florida said, okay, enough of this back and forth. They put boot in ass immediately following that, dude.
Hey now, Florida, hockey town.
What's up, man? down there in southern Florida where it's all sunny and shit, apparently they cold as fuck. Two in a row, man. Connor McDavid and the Canadian flag will have to wait to wave a little bit longer.
Man, that's a... Man, it feels like they're just so close, and this is the team that could get it done, and to not, it's gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt all the hearts in Canada.
Oh my God, yeah. So even if, my guess for that country at this point, even though the detractors of Edmonton would hate to see them get a chip,
sure,
getting the chip as the country would be just they need it.
It's been too long.
It's been 30 years, Canada. Where the fuck you at? Now, to be fair, the ratio of the teams, they only have, I think, 8 or 9 teams, and it's only a quarter of the league's Canadian. The rest of it's an American league overall. Not by the players. The players are from all over the world, don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about where they're situated in the world, their hometowns.
You're just talking about the
locations.
NHL,
the
National
locations. Hockey League, yeah. That's national, our nation. Screw you, Canada. No, I'm just kidding. I thought Edmonton was going to get it done. I wanted to see that narrative. I wanted to see Connor McDavid, and I wanted to see Draisaitl, who was just insane those first hand. He had more overtime goals in this playoff than any other player in NHL history. 4 overtime game-winning, because it's sudden death. 4 game-winning overtime goals in one playoff run, dude. Most guys don't even see overtime in the playoffs.
Yeah,
nuts.
That hurts.
Yeah, dude. And so, I mean, moving forward with the way hockey works, they have their draft very quick as well. Same with the NBA. We'll get into that a little later. At one point,
This Wednesday.
Yeah, right. Because it is, as the day we're recording, June 22nd, is Game 7, baby, is tonight. So we'll dive all into that. But the way hockey hockey kind of does similar. They run a very similar schedule. They run a deeper draft, though. Obviously, NBA is only 2 rounds. I think the NHL is, I can't remember. I think it's closer to like 9, 8 or 9. I can't, or might even go further than that, because I think you also draft for, like, there's AAA, like our Night Monsters that are up in Tahoe. So you draft for developmental guys. So it's got to be deeper than that. I don't want to misspeak. I'm sorry to the hockey fans out there. Let me know I'm wearing a Kraken hat. I should fucking know this trivia.
That's a clean hat.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a birthday gift, so shout out.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, cheers to that as well, you guys. I appreciate all the love and support.
That's on Tuesday?
That is correct. I gotta take my shirt off now. Throwback to that. That's Billy Madison. That is correct. Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Billy Madison, damn, no, that's Happy Gilmore too. That's coming.
Yeah. I don't want him to do and $10 says right here as we sit, if that goes off well, they'll do a Billy Madison too. Why not? If they can get the numbers out of Happy Gilmore, why wouldn't they just squeeze a Billy Madison and call him William Madison?
I mean, that's Hollywood.
That is dipping the toe back in a 25-year-old pool, dude. What are we doing? Like, and I want to be a fan of Adam Sandler, but from top to bottom, I've lost the flair for him. Like, I almost like his dramatic roles more now. Like, I did watch I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry the other night.
Of course you did.
Yeah, right? Hilarious. I think that movie is funny. I was living with Larry at the time that movie dropped too, which was kind of funny. Long story short, Hollywood, it sucks because we also, as the consumer, don't necessarily put our stamp on the ability that we want new stuff. If they keep feeding us, sequels and prequels, and we keep watching them, that's what they're going to give us. I know, fatigue. It happened. Unfortunately, the biggest fatigue is superhero fatigue, right?
Yeah.
Like, that got pumped into the ground, and they're still trying. But it does not do what it once did. If you rewind the clock, 8-10 years on the MCU, it was like the peak of like cinema going.
Well, I mean, yeah, not all the movies were great, but they did it well as far as the build-up. It wasn't short-sighted at all. They had a plan, right, and they executed that.
Oh, they did all origin movies before they did the combined movies. Super smart. So you had an investment in each one of the characters. They had great origin movies, right? Which hits like...
DC misses in that category.
DC, stay with animation. Stay with animation.
Yes, their animation is better for sure.
Oh my God, the Batman animated anything is phenomenal. Superman's got some good ones, but Batman animation it's some of the best stuff DC does for sure. And like, they've expanded that universe. It depends on where you get into that rabbit hole of like, they've rewritten storylines and changed timelines, and now there's alternate thises and that's, and like, those can be dope as shit if you can buy into the idea that
the
it's
multiverse.
Yeah, of course. But even DC has their own multiverse now, right? Like,
yeah, and sometimes it gets a little too deep. I get it.
Yeah, no, they get going in with like, when you start getting into the spectrals and the fucking like, there's what they did the Immortals, and there's gods stronger than the Immortals. They're second tier god strengths. I'm not gonna get into all of that nerddom, but like,
I mean, yeah, we kind of fell down that rabbit hole because we were talking about hockey, weren't we?
Yeah, no, that was a side by side. Anyway, Edmonton, stay the course, I think, is probably my message for you guys. I don't think you're far away from it. You guys had a couple of games where it had some pucks gone some different ways. You'd be the champs. So don't blow it up. Don't get all crazy like the Knicks and fire your coach.
I mean,
talk about that too.
Do you make a play for a different goalie? I mean, you were good all season, but man, he gave up a lot of goals in that final
They
series.
flip-flopped their goalies several times.
They did a little bit.
They did. They had to. They did in like 3 or 4 different games. They played 2 different goalies. So, I mean, yeah, that sounds like if you're going to aim high, try to find that, right?
Oh, I mean, the lowest you gave up was 4 goals.
Yeah, not acceptable. Not acceptable. Like, that is correct. Wow, that really... They didn't give up under 4 goals in any game of that cup. That makes sense. Cause
no, I'm sorry. No, because there was... Wait.
No, for Florida. What did Florida score in the 6 games?
Yeah, Florida scored 3. 3 was the first game.
Okay, so 3. They gave up. They didn't give up a 2, a 1, or a 0. That's what you're aiming for.
Yeah, no, that was the lowest one. Was the 3 goals in game 1.
Well, good point, Money. Then spoken to that, you need a goalie. You need consistency right there. 2. Your goals on game should be 2, not 4, not 3.5.
I mean,
that's a lot.
It is.
That's hard to look at and be like, okay, boys, like, well, what could we have done different? Stop the fucking puck. Sorry, shouldn't be banging on shit.
You still have that much left in the can, bro?
Yeah, I got some catching up. Dude, you won't even notice when I catch up.
Okay, bro, I'm about to finish this.
Yeah, we're gonna see. All right. What we basically need to say is go Kraken, right? That for the upcoming season.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out. No. Good for you, Florida, man. Back-to-back anything in that long of a season in a really non-traditional hockey area that really shells out for their team.
Hockey. Florida town.
Dude, I mean, we could be seeing dominance, right? They have a team and a good coach, and they could just continue to kind of do this if they stay healthy. Yeah, healthy is always a big deal.
The last 3 won the last 2. They could be the villain. This doesn't happen in hockey
anywhere. Well, recently, I mean, we had some NFL-ish, obviously with the Patriots pretty recently, but no, you're right. In hockey, I don't remember the last true we're aiming for their head. We got to take them out. The direct,
dominance,
the alphas, the number ones. Yeah, it's been a while in hockey. We'll see. 2 is nothing to scoff at. Don't get me wrong, but 3 is like, if they even come the Chiefs came super close to getting it done in the NFL this year. Obviously, shout out to the fucking Eagles for putting booting ass on that one. The final score does not show what that Super Bowl was. At one point, it was 33-0. It ended 40-22, but 33-0. Mahomes. Still the number 1 quarterback in the NFL. We've been over this. We did record the QB rankings.
I mean, there's not much to touch on as far as NFL, but Simmons being ready, that could be so big for that team. He could be the best tackle or best offensive lineman.
I did read that he's going with no restrictions.
Yeah.
They said that they were going to, in training camp, play him normally, and in the preseason, see if he can uphold the NFL. Yeah, he would have been a top 5 pick had he stayed healthy. Unfortunately, injuries in college, obviously,
And it feels like he could be the difference in whether they're playing for another Super Bowl.
Snagging a strong tackle, man, is one of those positions why there's a high premium, specifically on the left. Unless you have a left-handed thrower, then it's the right tackle. But either way, whichever your premium tackle, you have to have one insanely good athletic tackle. That's it's not a requirement, but goddamn, does it make your team so much better. Because the edge rushers in today's game are fucking nuts, man. Okay, I'm not saying Reggie White wasn't an animal. I'm not saying, obviously, guys like Lawrence Taylor, absolute beast. But, if you look at the consistency of top to bottom edge rushers across the board on every team, pretty much everybody's got one guy, one monster on their team at edge rusher.
Yeah, no. For defense, rushers have gained a step on that offensive line.
Big time. And I don't know if it's due to just raw athleticism and just twitch speed and the ability to bend the corner more. The tackle is a thankless job, man. I'm glad that they get paid, when they're the crop, because they fucking deserve it. They hold a lot of shit down. Like Trent Williams, for as big as he is one of the most athletic mofos you're gonna see on a football field. Watching that man come downhill at you must be the most terrifying thing you've ever seen in your life.
And there's no better bodyguard.
Dude, the silverback, bro. Like, that guy versus 100 guys. I'm taking Trent Williams.
What you thinking?
Regular Joes? Come on now. I'm not saying shit to that man. Like, thank you, Mr. Williams. Have a good night, Mr. Williams. Like, come on. I'm not that arrogant, dude. I'm not trying to get my face mushed in. He moves humans against their will for his job. That's his main job. Take a guy trying to come this way and move him that way. Like, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, and if there's healthy, there's no one better.
So we'll see. We're gonna dive when Zach come back and we hit Hundo. I bet you we'll probably do a deeper dive into the divisions of the NFL. That sounds like a really fun topic when he comes back, because we'll be getting close. Training camp will be right there. The Hall of Fame game is actually only a month away now.
Yes.
They're doing it at the end of July, which, okay, a little weird, but...
Okay, NFL.
Yeah,
NFL,
I mean,
okay.
I guess I get it, sure,
Well, I think it's because of the international games, too, like...
Oh, because of, travel? Like...
I mean, it just seems like they're front-loading it, so the games are... It seems like they're coming sooner this season. And I think that's a part of it. Like, I know that Brazil game is up front right away, a little bit sooner than it feels like.
Do we get Brazil, Dublin, Germany, and England, right?
Yes.
Well then, we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah, this was another sidebar of sidebars.
Sidebar, NFL. But what we do need to touch on is some basketball, man. There's been insane basketball, not only in the NBA, but the WNBA. Don't know if everybody saw that little scuffle with...
A little scuffle, you say?
A little scuffle, I say, with the golden girl right now, Caitlin Clark. And it wasn't anything above average, but they're making a hooping and hollering about it. And you know what? Overall, I just want to say I'm glad that the ladies playing the game are playing it with passion, man. The game will never be as dominantly athletic as an NBA game. There will always be maybe one or two women who can dunk, but it won't ever be an above the rim game. It's just kind of how that game goes. So, but for the athletes that are out there, the Asia Wilsons, the Breanna Stewarts, they're doing some big things out there, man. And Caitlin Clark is just trying to play ball, dude. And everybody out there, she got mashed on pretty good. And then her homegirl, Sophie Cunningham, shout out, because she's not only, a bombshell. She looks like she could, punch you once or twice. You might like it. You might be like, yes, mom, can I have some more, please? No, she had her girl's back, dude. A little enforcer out there.
Well, you need that. You need that, especially when you have that player on your team. And when I talk about that player, it's Caitlin Clark being that generational talent that everyone's kind of given all that love, and everyone in the rest of the league is like, hey, we're here too.
I know, but do it with your play, dude. Do it with your play. Okay, it's like beaning a guy in baseball, right? What is the reason behind it? Is it because he's been smoking your fucking pitcher all night? Or is it because there's bad blood, it's a rival, whatever? But here's the thing. Caitlin Clark's getting it from literally all sides, dude. Every team is fouling her harder than they would anybody else on the court, right? Specifically, that's targeting, as it were.
I mean, that happened with LeBron. That happened with Jordan, Shaq.
The hack of Shaq was a whole strategy.
Yeah, no, you get that if you're that person, and she's fine with dealing with it, and they needed someone to help defend her because the season before last, it didn't feel like there was quite there.
We're talking about women's professional basketball, homie, and we're talking about putting goons on the court. I don't disagree with you. I just think it's crazy that we've gotten to this point.
I mean, it's been a staple of basketball, like hockey, though. You have those star players.
Don't touch my golden goose.
You got to have the players that have their back because they're going to get that. They take it that way, and they're going to do whatever they can pretty much to make it so, nothing's easy.
Right, which I don't disagree with, but I feel
and Caitlin's embraced that, and that's what you should do. As
I do love that
player.
She's what you would define as what they call an anti-hero, right? Where you still want to pull for them, but they're still kind of also the villain.
They can be, yes.
Exactly. She's not a straight hero. She's kind of an anti-hero, which is also one of my more favorite arcs of superhero-dom.
I love that competitor that just dishes out and gives it back.
She's raw. She'll go out there. She'll chat. She'll do what she needs to do too. It's just, I think that it's like
competition, man.
Right. I don't disagree. But if you're the WNBA, what if she goes out there and starts moving bodies like that? You think they're gonna rewrite the same stories? Caitlin Clark on revenge tour.
Well, I've seen highlights of her
she gives it
fouls called when she doesn't even touch the person because of it. It's just the level is to the peak of everyone's on edge. Everyone knows. Everyone knows the eyes are on her.
All the time. Yeah, for sure. And I think WNBA, do better for yourself, okay? You're on the footsteps of actually making a profitable business.
Well, I also think it's good for her to overcome this stuff too, and she's kind of already expected to have to do that.
Yeah. I guess it's true. She's got more 30-point games. She already has 5 in her 2 seasons.
Won the triple doubles too, man.
There's only 5 other women who have done that in their entire careers.
Yeah, these ladies they're gonna hate, and that's just part of it, though. You're that person. We could. If you're that person, you got to overcome this.
Right, and we could see a Jordan-esque run out of it because they also have a Leah Boston. They have a team in Indiana. If they click,
I think that's what's best for their game. Is if she's able to overcome all this and they put a run together and become the villain. If they can become the villain, I think ratings are going to go up.
I think Indiana is going to be hanging banners. I do. I don't know if it's this year. They're kind of still 1 foot, through the door kind of thing. But keep the core, play the long game. Yeah. Caitlin's young, Aaliyah's young. They have a fucking squad that you can coach up.
She's the darling. I mean,
she's making the money. She's pulling the seats. She's putting ass in seats. There's no reason to shake the jar right now. That Etch-a-Sketch should just be adding detail, not
Don't shake it.
Yeah, at all. You don't want to lose any of what you've built, and that's good for the WNBA in general. And I think that it's really fucking important that people they're. Well, I've said this numerous times. She passes the eye test, bro. When you watch her play ball, you're like, dude, she is smooth. She's got with game. It. She's smooth with it. She can dribble, she can defend, she can rebound, she can shoot, she can pass, she's got an all-around game that we haven't necessarily seen. There are women out there who have been amazing at certain things. With Cheryl Swoops could pass her ass off. Sue Bird could shoot the ball really well. Lisa Leslie was the first to dunk it. She was great down low.
She's different, though.
She's everything. We've never seen the Omega. We've never seen all of it come together just yet. Asia Wilson was pretty fucking close a couple of years ago. She's got a hell of a stature for the WNBA too. She's more of a center. She's 6'4", dude. That woman is a hoss down there. So
well, and that's what you kind of expect to dominate is
right.
That kind of
athletic. Yeah. So I just. There's good ball happening in the WNBA, so I'm glad that this pod is giving a shout to it because it definitely but they need more teams. Your Golden State got a team, the Valkyries, but obviously they're an expansion team, so they're underperforming as it were. But still, they are they're giving it their best run. So hopefully they stay the course, man. I think. Without getting too political, I think the landscape of women's sports is prime for it now, right? I feel like this country is in a little different that way. Little different of a spot when it comes to supporting the female troops. Obviously, we had that crazy awesome run with the women's soccer team for 4 Olympics in a row where we were super dominant. So I think that kind of laid the groundwork for this to be the next evolution of women's sports. And I hope they capture lightning in a bottle, man.
Yeah, no, it feels like the next step.
So, all right,
bottoms up.
All right, I can do this. I see. I caught up enough. At least this is.
Work.
This is where, like, if you're in the last turn of the sprint, like,
feeling that 9% a little bit though.
It's okay because we're going to a 4.9er, baby. Let's go.
All right, easy drinking on the way.
We're just running through. We just one take our pods, dude. Since it's super easy with 2 people. The third person is great for another perspective, but it definitely you got to sit there and let them talk too. So it's a whole nother 20 to 30 minutes of speech.
Sure, no, it's easy to play off just one other person.
We're gonna one shot this bitch. Oof, it's a sour, so it'll mellow pretty quick.
It's sour?
Yeah. Well, it's a kettle. It's a slightly sour ale. Sequench.
It's
a nice easy drinker.
Too well.
It's all right.
Gotta wait for it to settle before I can empty that can. So
we're going into the NBA, baby. Yeah, we're gonna hit game
7 tonight.
Or do we want to touch real quick? Okay, like no, we talked about. We'll segue some MLB right here. To be honest,
okay,
because I need to give a shout out to Cal Raleigh, who's absolutely balling right now from the catcher position.
Yes,
he's got
history marks.
He's got 31 total home runs.
Historic.
Yeah, first catcher to ever do that. Before the All-Star break. He's the only switch hitter that's had 30-plus before the All-Star break. He had a game where he scored 2 touchdowns and 2 home runs and 6 RBIs total. Yeah, that's a soundbite right there. Clip that motherfucker. Oh, my God. He had 6 total runs on 2 home runs. He had like a better on-base percentage than the entire team that they beat that night just by himself. Like, I don't want to waste his season because right now we're muddling up right above 500, and Houston, the fucking Astros, are doing what the Astros do at this part of the year, and they figure it out.
Like the second best team in the AL.
And well, Detroit's kind of fluttering too, so I don't know if we can necessarily put them clear number 1. Like, I don't know, man. Baseball it's actually, there's some juice there. I think that there's going to be some really good storylines coming into, the All-Star break and moving forward.
I mean, your team also retired number 51.
Shout out to Ichiro. More so, I love the big unit. I grew up with Randy Johnson. I got to see him play live. I got to see him pitch a couple of times when I was up there. And we did him. He should have never left. It was our fault, and he knows that. And retiring, I get why we're doing it, but I think 51 was Ichiro's number in Seattle. I'm not saying 51 wasn't totally Randy Johnson's number, period.
Well, I mean, but I think they just put him in it because he's
a Hall of Famer. Always, yeah, absolutely. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, without a shadow of a doubt, career-wise. But what he did in Seattle, unfortunately... didn't impact.
Didn't define him.
Correct. He could have gone. His Arizona career was Hall of Fame worthy. He had won Cy Young in Seattle, which is fucking awesome. Shout out. Felix Hernandez was the other one that we've had. But that still wasn't the prime of his career. As much as I wish we did, in fact, see that happened in Arizona. He got the chip there. He's got more of his Cy Youngs, all of his fucking all-stars. Like, he retired in his bust is a Diamondback. Like,
I enjoy that story about him having baseballs next to his bed in case someone breaks in.
Oh, right, yeah. That's his most dangerous weapon. Oh my God, could you imagine? He killed a bird. It's the best highlight. It's the best highlight in MLB history. All right. No, I'm sorry for that bird, but it was gonna die anyway. But he died by the hand of Randy Johnson.
Survival of the fittest.
101 mile an hour. Talk about. They've done sports science research on that. It is a 1 in a something kabillionth fucking moment. Like,
natural
for
selection.
all of that to happen right there. Why is that bird flying right there at that specific 1/100th of a second. That ball was moving 103 miles an hour when it hit
That's
that
hard
bird.
to do. It's hard to do.
You can't script that. If you got a production crew together and was like, we need to release this bird at the exact time Randy Johnson is going to throw this 103 mile an hour fastball, how many takes do you think that would take?
Well, I don't think you'd be allowed to do that, but
That's
yes.
true too, and that's fair because I don't want to kill birds. I'm not promoting killing birds, but that's all of it is astronomically crazy. Look it up, please. If you're watching us on YouTube, go over to Randy Johnson bird throw, as it were, and you will see some shit.
That you won't see anywhere else.
Beer time.
Cheers.
Beer time. 99.2, y'all.
I like that.
Me too. It's basically like a beer version of a margarita.
Yeah, I get it's a little salty.
Salt and lime. Salt and lime. Absolutely, sea quench. So it's not a traditional sour, as it were, but it has sour elements, right?
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of like a margarita, but it's a beer. Like, it's really salt and limey for 4.9 Dogfish Head. They're out of Delaware. What part of Delaware? We will find out right now. Milton.
There you go.
Milton, Delaware.
Sure.
They're also in Pennsylvania now, which makes sense. And they distribute in California. Go figure.
What?
Yeah, what? 4.9, baby. Nice. We needed that after that 9%er.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Back it down a little bit. Tall boy at 9% too. So, well, not a full tall boy. It's the 19.2, not the 24 ouncer, but still, like, that's 2+ full beers of that, right?
Yeah. And before we move off of baseball, I got to touch on Devers because we haven't talked about that.
As a Giants fan, a million %, please do. Yeah, no, absolutely. So how do you feel about that? What was the compensation?
We definitely won that trade as the Giants. He hasn't played as well as he could yet, but I really like that move.
Right. No, okay, here's the thing about baseball, right? If you trade for a guy and his first 10 games are dog shit, that's okay. It's baseball. You got 1,000,005 games, dude. Be dog shit for a little bit, right? Like, figure it out. Get used to the clubhouse. Get used to your space on the team. You know, all those kinds of things. Like, it's not like football where you got 17 games, homie. If we are bringing you in, instant impact. We're not. Yeah, or else. For real. You're not getting a contract with us. We'll make this trade and bet on you. But if you do not deliver, we ain't throwing you no bones. None.
This gives me hope that the Giants can actually compete. Yes, the Dodgers are still the heavy favorites.
Right, but they're not necessarily super pulling away. They've kind of come back down to earth over the last little bit.
I mean, they've had injuries that they've had to deal with, but it still makes me feel like that we can at least challenge it. We're not the favorite, of course, but there's more hope.
That doesn't matter.
Arizona coming into the season.
Arizona got to the World Series was just 2 years ago after the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers should have absolutely been the better of the NL West that year. And then there was a year where you won 101 games and went up against the Dodgers. That was only like 3 years ago. Like, yeah, no, I don't think you guys. I think that NL West has clearly shown the ability to pop at any time.
The NL is tough right now. AL seems so much easier.
Well, it's top heavy. The AL is only got like 1 or 2.
3 teams.
Yeah, right, exactly. And the NL is
Tigers, Yankees, and the Astros.
Yeah, correct. Those would be the 3 I would lean on as well, which pisses me off. Come on, Mariners, let's fucking go. God damn it, dude. I love that franchise. Like, the Mariners, since obviously, like, all right, we're going to segue, I guess. Are we good with baseball? Because we'll segue into
I think we touched
basketball.
on what you got.
So the reason why I'm so passionate about it, honestly, like I love the Seahawks, but if I were to give you the most memories I have sports-wise, it's for the Mariners, without a shadow of a doubt.
I get that. I grew up on baseball too.
Yeah. Like
football's become my sport.
Exactly. That's exactly. It was also the most easiest to access. There's more games. It's cheaper. Back in when I was going to games as a kid in the 90s, dude, $12 games, dude.
Yeah, that's
you
so
go
nice.
grab a bag of peanuts.
Hell
you,
yeah.
You show up to the ballpark. You sit there. You get a couple $3 sodas, $3 dogs. It costs pops $40 to take me to a ball game.
And it's fucking a great day.
Oh my God, it's the best. You see all your colors, you're around all your homies, everybody's cheering for the same people. Like, oh dude, people who are not sports ball fans, I get it. Sports ball. But for us sports balls fanatics, Balls and Brews, baby. Why do you think we named it what we named it? Look us up. If you don't know, now you know. But it's just, there's something that ties me to it, dude. It's just that you don't get it. It's the same tribalistic feeling, I guess, when you go to a concert and everybody knows the drops and the lyrics and the timing, and you're just like, yes.
Connection with complete strangers
is insane. It's such a cool feeling, man. It really is. Having that moment where you're like, right now, I don't give a shit what's happening besides that. Yes. And we're all pulling for that. Like, that is so cool. Like, I think, and if sports go deeper than that, I think there's a lot of philanthropy. I'm glad I said that correctly.
Good job.
That comes off of that. There's so many donations and so many foundations and things that guys have started and women have started based off of the money that sports has provided, going back into their communities and, you know, doing good things. I think that there's a narrative amongst sports that, oh, you're just playing a child's game. I can't believe you make millions of dollars and blah, 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 right? And it's like, yes, some of these guys... and
take a closer look,
I know.
What they do for the communities.
Everywhere they go, dude, those cities are better off because of them more often than not. Don't get me wrong, like Nevada, as Nevadans, we're kind of paying some above average taxes because we're moving in the A's and we did the Knights. Yeah, but if you stay long enough, you will see the fruits of thine labor. They will re-put back into the economy what they have taken to. They're going to be bang on. They're 100%ers.
It's a long-term investment.
Yes, it pays. Right, and you can read as many bad articles about athletes as you can good articles. So it's not to say that athletes don't abuse their money and the power. Right, money corrupts. Come on, but dude. So many good things like have happened off the back of sports.
Come from sports.
And I think what I'm scared of, with a little sidebar with this topic.
A lot of sidebar.
Yeah, we are sidebarring. Is what I'm worried what's going to happen with college athletics, because I think money is literally going, if it hasn't already, we are going to ruin the pageantry of college football so bad. Like, kids are going to start chasing M's at 19, 20, 21 years old, and I can't blame them. You don't know if you're going to go to the league even, or even if you get to the league, you get injured there. But you made all your money in your college. Sure, I can't fault a human for exercising and capitalizing.
We're in a capitalist society, man.
But from a fanatic
what's
perspective,
best for you.
Correct. I'm torn, money. I'm so torn. Like, yeah, exactly. It's bigger than you. It's the community. It's everything. If you for sure. No, but like, it's gonna strip schools down. It's gonna make the little guys.
We got to see how it progresses.
I know, and
that's the worry.
We did speak upon. They are trying to put in a governing body. They are trying.
Yes, there is a new governing body for college athletics.
They're trying to get down to where they need to. Regulation needs to happen. We support NIL, right? We support making the money based off of the work that you do. We are definitely not against it. More regulation, because we need to save college athletics. Like, I can't believe the Apple Cup is not a conference game. We're in state. It's not a conference game.
So much has changed.
In 2 years, 3 years, it's only been 3 years, 4 years since shit has really shaken up. Even the SEC movement of Texas and Missouri did make sense, okay? That's still within the realm of the SEC, as it were. To put Stanford and Cal in the ACC because the Pac-12 dissolved?
Sorry, that's a mess.
It pains me to my bones, you guys. Like, and I try not to sit here and just bitch. I like to have good views on things, but god damn it, NCAA, figure it out. I love that product. We love that product. This panel loves that product. But there's a part of it that they're gonna kill. They're killing. It's like on life support, dude. Like, I know, sorry, I didn't mean to drab that out. But, all right, so let's get into what today is, which is Game 7. Hoops.
Okay.
Hoops. We going back to hoops, right, for the NBA. It's going to... What do you want to
Hat
see
on
tonight?
the line.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right, so, yes, thank you. I'm not sidebarring. I'm going to explain this. I'm going to take this part because this is personal to me.
All right.
Okay.
Go.
So what is going to happen at the end of tonight, chat? We're not live streaming, but comment down below if you want to see the Pacers win. I don't want to. If you want the Oklahoma City Thunder to win, don't leave the channel now. Don't ever come back.
At Chuck.
So what will happen tonight, you guys? If the Thunder win, they get the chip. Money wins, and I got to wear a Niners hat. So or whatever hat Money chooses.
Could be a Niners hat.
I would more so lean on that than anything else. But unfortunately, that means the Oklahoma City in real life, they get a
Seattle
chip.
wins that chip.
Same with more venom for me. Give me the hate.
I mean, just spin facts. I'm not
okay.
saying anything that's not true.
Now we're just okay. All right. We'll deal with this later.
It's
right now. No. Okay. So what happens on the other side of the coin is if the Pacers win, Zach bought an Oklahoma City Thunder hat, and
just for this guy,
he wins the hat bet, and I would have to wear a Thunder hat when he returns, which is like vomit-inducing. But I'm putting this on wax right now. Okay. Pacers win, hold the Thunder from getting the real chip. I'll wear the hat all day if the Thunder don't get the chip.
Man, and this is a tough, Game 7.
It is awesome right here. It sucks that these aren't blue bloods for the nation, but anybody who's watched this season, anybody who's watched these playoffs, you got to be hooked. This is it. Game 7, baby. We're prime.
Best 2 words of sports.
We're prime. It is. Walk off. I love walk off. That's and Game 7. Those are my 2 favorite situations in sports, and we're getting one in the finals. Not in a 1v8 series. This is this is the highest level of competition we have.
Yes.
Yeah. It should be electric. Hallie with his calf. Take it to the limit. Anyway, Halliburton got his calf, played pretty well in Game 6. Although I would say Toppin was popping. Oh, he was killing it.
Toppin was popping.
That's
you
a good
heard
one.
it. I like it.
I was shouting that bitch out. He was in them pink ass shoes. It's funny. I have a question for you as we sidebar because I'm a shoe fucking freak. If there's one fandom I've picked up recently, it's this fucking sneakerhead that I can't get rid of.
Not a hat head, huh?
I'm a hat dude. Do you look at shout out. And I got 2 more on the way. Will be here on Monday tomorrow. I got 2 more Mariner hats that they're so clean. Oh my god, they're so dope. I'm so excited. But if you were an NBA player, right? Specifically because shoes matter in the NBA, as it were, would you wear the same pair, or would you game by game change your pair? Because that also plays on superstition.
I get that, but I think the sneaker game being so big for the NBA,
it's huge.
Got to be so many shoes that I'm wearing.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, all right, beautiful. Love that. Because how could you not? The crazy thing is too, if
we talked about it before, MLB hats.
Right, sure.
NBA is shoes.
Has to, right? Yeah, agreed. Wholeheartedly. Especially because now, unfortunately, the NBA, it was too funny. I was having this conversation with a coworker of mine about they stripped out, like, pregame, there's a dress code. You have there are certain things you can and you can't wear street clothes walking into the building anymore. You have to be in some sort of suit and tie version. It has to be an upscaled
those ladies
dress.
show out if you see they're like walking.
I ain't trying to watch none of that, man. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
No, what I mean in the sense of like, oh my God, it's like, it's too much. These girls, it's a fashion show. No. These women. Hey, man, it's so funny. Okay, all right. If we're going to be real about it, it's like you can see the separation of the feminine versus the, some
Dress for success, baby.
The other ladies be out there in, like, suits. And some of these girls be pulling up in these, like, dresses.
Yes, there's quite the variance.
Yeah. Whereas, like, dudes, like, unless you got, like, there are some guys that, like, kind of, like, Russell Westbrook for a long time. Shea is kind of that guy now. His walk-in.
What kind of person are you? Are you just there for the comfort, or are you there for the style?
Right. Correct. Which are two different things. Well, because you have to fit in the box. You have to stay within the parameters of the dress code. Because they don't allow what they call street clothes anymore. And Allen Iverson, dude, he was the one, the answer. He was the one that, because up until that point, it was actually very, like, kind of, the guys normally kind of showed up in just t-shirt and, pants or even like suits. Right, suits for sure, business approach. But in the late 90s, early 2000s, they started doing the, like, G-unit look with, like, the big baggy pants. Yeah, headbands. And, like, hey, man, dress how you want, man. AI was out there balling, winning MVPs. Like, I'm not going to shit on AI. I didn't like his game at the time.
What do you like about his game?
Selfish. Super selfish.
Just being a hater?
Always. Come on. If you've watched one episode of this pod, you know that I am the hater of this class for sure. But I am also self-aware. And I also will retroactively say that I was wrong. What he brought to the game was kind of needed. He was a dog. He was undersized. He could dribble his fucking ass off. That guy's handles were insane.
Yes, sir.
And he brought part to the culture that we didn't see since then. Like, see, this is the hater in me comes out because I was so devout to the Sonics, and that was like, the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm begging for it, and here comes all these fucking schmucks. No. You didn't get it, though. Kobe got that ring. Kobe got that ring. Speaking of which, Nike's dropping these soft yellow Air Force Kobe 8s that look fucking clean, dude. I'm not gonna pick them up, but
you're not?
Nah. I'm not invested into Kobe. I don't want to spend my money on Kobe. I honestly want to buy them for Zach. They're clean as fuck. Like,
I wonder if he'll get them.
No, he wouldn't for that price. For the price point, I'm sorry. I don't think he would, because Angelique would be like, babe. Like,
but these are Kobe sneakers,
dude. Baby. I'll show them to you when we go off pop. You know what? Let's just keep going. You just keep going. I'll just pull them up. I got them right here. You keep going.
All right.
Okay. You clearly think OKC's gonna win this, right? Like, I mean, that has to be.
They were my pick early on,
right? Early.
I feel they have the team that can still get it done.
Okay, so.
But in no way do I feel like this is lopsided.
Right. No, it's not. It's not so heavily driven. So so there's the
Pacers
shoe.
Are a fucking good team.
You want to know my favorite part of this? This is clean. I don't care if people don't like it, but the back of the shoe, the heel of the shoe, has 8.
Dude, I really like how it's just that solid gold.
They call it soft yellow. It's Lakers fuck though. Like,
yeah,
bottom purple. The purple sole pulls it together.
You get the highlights of the purple, but just being a clean, gold color.
It's super clean. It is. It's a good shoe. I like, and it's got Kobe Bryant's signature on the heel. That's like what.
Money.
And the number 8 back there. No, it looks good. It's a tribute that works really well. Like. I don't need a pair because that's not me, right? Like, I want somebody who's a Kobe guy to get that pair. It might be worth some money kind of thing later, because that drop will sell out within 3 minutes. Like, promise you. Like,
That's one of those you gotta to fight to get. That.
Oh yeah. If you haven't already been in, there's a bunch of raffles already happening for them. Like they will sell out in under 5 minutes without a shadow of a doubt. Like, and then guys will hoard them, or whatever. People will hoard them. And then,
I mean that's good and bad. Like
Yeah.
I respect the supply and demand. It makes it even more worth having if you're wanting to have that.
Yeah, I just don't. I want those Kobe hits. I really want to see them on feet too. Like I don't like it when people just buy sneakers not to wear them. Like that kind of pains me. It's like buying a hat and just putting it on a shelf.
Yeah, no.
I got this hat last night, by the way.
Enjoy yourself.
BT Dub, okay? And they went on head. As soon as I fucking felt it, I was like, this is a pod hat, dude.
It's not just treat yourself. It's you gotta get something out of it. Just
You don't
put
buy
it
a
on the shelf.
Lamborghini and keep it in the fucking garage.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is more than eye candy.
Yeah, if you're a Lamborghini salesman, that's different. I understand that thought process. But me, myself,
I still don't understand that. Drive that. I'm all. What are you doing?
Every private property
you spend
that I
that
own,
money,
yeah,
and
exactly.
you're not gonna use it.
Yeah, you go to the gym
You're
and
just
you don't
gonna
take your
look
shirt
at
off
it?
at the beach. What are
you
we
can look
doing?
at pictures, bro.
That Enzo's in my garage and I have the keys. Let's go. Oh, that's funny. No, I completely, but like, yeah, I thank you for sidebarring with me on that. Okay. Okay. Pacers.
I mean, I picked the Thunder. I got to stick with them.
It's true.
But I could see it going really either way. This is that kind of Game 7, and it's great. I hope it's close to the end. I'll be watching tonight for sure.
Yeah.
It should be some great basketball.
And then the draft's coming up Wednesday, right? Meaning that we're going to see Cooper Flag go first. Like, I don't think Dallas is going to move on for that pick, right?
No way.
Why would
no
they?
way.
Maybe, yeah, no, they knew that. Do you want to talk about a conspiracy? Like, the NBA draft lottery is not doing itself any favors.
I mean, you're going to have that when you have a lottery, though.
No, but they trade Luka. Well, they don't do it in person anymore. That's the problem. They do it behind closed doors, and then they just reveal the outcome. They used to.
Yeah,
shout out to the old heads who have ever actually watched. They literally used to do the bingo style, roll the balls, put the hand in, rotate it, fucking a la Price is Right, and you see the logo.
Show me that number.
And you're waiting. You want your logo so bad. Like the juice. I don't know why they got away from it. Don't you think that would sell in today's market too?
They do a discredit to their draft. The NFL is the only sports organization that does the draft right.
You know what I don't like about the NBA draft now? They separated it. The draft. There's 2 days. Why is the second round its own day?
No, it's all done poorly. That's why they don't get the eyes. And
and also you let them trade picks for 5 years, 7 years out in front. By the time you get to the draft, you're like, oh yeah, this trade was for a guy who's retired now. Like it's their 5th second round pick. That's what.
And they got this from the expiring contract of the guy they brought in for just like a year, but they didn't even play him.
Because we didn't even mention the breaking news. Kevin Durant got traded.
Oh fuck! Yes.
Kevin Durant to the Rockets for 5 second round. There's more, but the point I'm trying to make off of the draft picks, they've moved 5 second round draft picks.
Yeah, we forgot all about this, but the breaking news of the day was Kevin Durant to the Rockets in exchange for Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, the 10th pick of this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks.
And you know what that says to me, Phoenix? Thank you for Jalen Green should come in. He should be the only true immediate impact. Dillon Brooks is at least going to be on the floor. He's a role player. He's going to give you defense and potential threes. So not a bad move. The 10th overall pick, hopefully if that shakes out in your favor, you get another guy who can contribute kind of thing.
Still, like the 10th pick in the NBA draft is
not the 10th pick as it is in the NFL draft, for sure.
The value
is in the top 5, period. The value in the NBA draft is top 5, for sure. Has been for years.
But the Phoenix needed to do something. That they're a mess.
And
this gets them at least
And
in the right direction.
Ime Udoka just signed that extension with the Rockets. The same team.
Yep.
And okay, yes, it's a second-round pick, but plenty of guys have been second-round picks. Plenty of guys have been undrafted picks. So to gather 5 picks is not a bad thing either.
Yeah, there's still shots. Yes, there are long shots, but if you hit on any of those...
Right, it's worth it. Now, here's the craziest thing. 5 second-round picks. Do you know what that means? They're not consecutive. So that's technically 10 years of second-round picks. You have to rotate.
That's what you're talking about before with the NBA trading futures. It's so far in the future, it's ridiculous.
How many times have we read an article where we're like, I don't know what this means. Why does this pick swap happen? Why did they have one from 3 years ago? Why do they have a protected one, them an unprotected one? Like, why just a gift? What if you get too many picks? You have to divert them to other teams. It's crazy. Like, you can't have that many people on your team.
True.
Like the NBA, you just lose us. Now this draft might pull a little bit just because people want to see Cooper Flag, right? Like that. But even though you know he's number 1, right? Like that's we know.
Open show.
We know. Yeah, it's. If Dallas doesn't trade the pick, only one of 2 things are going to happen. Dallas is going to take Cooper Flag, or Dallas is going to trade the pick to the team that wants to take Cooper Flag, and they're going to have to give up a fucking haul.
Yeah, no, it just makes too much sense for them to get Cooper.
Dude, to pair with Kyrie, like, to come back with Lively, like, they fucking they just were in the conference finals a year ago.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Lady Luck is on their side.
The NBA Finals. Now, this was with Doncic, who's now in LA. That's why the shake of the dice was big. But, dude, I don't want a conspiracy theory. We're not doing that.
Hot dice.
Put the lottery back in front of the viewers. Do that, NBA. Fucking do that.
Well, don't just do it. Do it better. There is an audience there.
I think so.
They can grab
the
it.
NBA is still the second biggest sports in this country. So why can't... that is a great question. Why is the fall off so hard from number 1, which is the NFL? The schedule release on the NFL pulls numbers. The schedule release.
It's really just the handling.
It has to. I don't know. Do they not mark it right? Do they not put it throughout the months correctly? Is it?
It should be easier to market than the NFL because of the star power that you have.
You have a lot in the NBA right now. You do.
It feels more mismanaged than any other sport because of that. Really.
I mean, because I think that there's just as many kids into the NBA as there are in the NFL. So that's normally the batch of fans you're looking for. The younger you can get, the more sustainable your business is, right?
And you have that audience. This is not baseball. It's there to be had. It's just
NBA do better on that. I do agree with that, because
missed opportunities.
The scary thing is, and it's been spoken about, we've talked about it, there's no face of the league. There's no one guy that is running the NBA. No, there's no one guy that's traditionally running the NFL. There's Patrick Mahomes. I would still probably put him as the face, just because he's been to 4 out of the last 7 or 6 Super Bowls. Like, he's the dude right now. There's nothing like that in the NBA. It's spoken to this series that we're about to watch.
Well, I mean, you have Curry and LeBron starting to age out. And
everybody's aged out.
Really taking that step forward hard.
Durant is my age. Durant will be 37 by the time they play their next season. I know. Now, in NBA years, though, that's a millennia.
Yeah.
Like, I only have to speak... Like, don't get me wrong. I don't feel old. But I will say this. I went and played some pickup games, rec league, pickup games on Thursday night with a coworker of mine. Some guys who run some games out at the Sparks Railroaders. It was awesome. And they were... That's
a good time.
Oh, and they were good, too. It was competitive. Everybody knew there were, ball screens.
That's what's so great about sports, man.
You can play them all the way down to the level of... I guess what I was saying to that point was, the athleticism was, fuck, dude, I thought I was going to go out there and, game 2, I'm well, hands on knees action.
Another sidebar that I'm gonna take us.
Let's go.
Have you watched Shoresy at all?
Watched what?
Shoresy?
Shoresy. I have not. What is this?
Letterkenny spinoff?
No, I didn't watch any. I watched a little Letterkenny, not much.
Okay, that show it's just the passion of like the lower league athletics.
Okay.
Of people that just commit to a sport.
Dude, it is, man. It is. And I would honestly say probably soccer's got that the most around the world. Football, like, that's probably, like, people lay their lives down for clubs and shit like that, dude. They're nuts out there.
You gotta love that. Just seeing that, like,
dude,
you're not playing for the big bucks, but you're out there giving it everything.
Right.
Everything.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And
that's why it brings people to watch.
Absolutely. We want to connect. We want to feel like, sports, yes, I guess, as it were. And I think the best part about sports is it's not scripted. I put those up there because I talk about the conspiracies and everything. You can't script it. There's too many moving parts. And it's humans giving everything they have to this situation. And then, like, it doesn't even, I don't know, you can choose your team based off of whatever you want to, really. I mean, I got localized. I was by area, and I got...
That's a lot of fans.
That's the traditional, or family hand-downs, right? Like, if you're in, like, the middle of the nation where no fandom really, like, exists on a pro level, like...
Well, and that nostalgia, what you're growing up watching...
1,000%. Or, like, a lot of times, like, people will hang on to this person was successful at this point in my life, so I will follow that team because of, that little whatever. But either way, fandom, if it becomes true, I don't fault anybody for their fandom. I don't care what your origin story is. What I care about is that once you've decided that fandom, that is the fandom. Yes. I don't like flip-floppers. I don't like...
No bandwagoners.
Or like... Even bandwagoners, I guess, if you haven't had a team, are fine. I define them a little bit more that way.
I can't get behind that. No, you're just rooting for a winner?
Okay, that's fair. That's tough.
Like, I enjoy great play, but you have no...
Choose your allegiance.
Yes.
Choose your allegiance. It's the first step of any RPG. You don't get to start the game until you choose a gang. Like, that's how you have to have... You got to decide. That's how it goes. I agree. It's why you've never seen anything other than a Seattle-based team on my head on this podcast until not potentially. It's going to happen. I'm going to have to wear something else.
I'm the same. Cali-based and born. I mean, I'm drifting to a possible Knights fandom.
Well, it's because you never had a hockey fandom. See, this is where we've talked about these rules that would be applicable because you're a Nevada boy, overall.
Yeah, I lived here most of my life.
Right. You don't have an allegiance. The Knights are killing it. It's an easy thing to jump on, as it were. Like... It makes sense. If you were already a Sharks fan and you jumped off the Sharks because they have been dog shit the last couple of years to try to join the Knights, then I would follow.
Different, yes.
Yeah, but you've never been a Sharks guy, so I still feel like your fandom hasn't been chosen. Your lane hasn't been. But yeah, if you tell me 5 years ago you're this fan, and then I run into you 5 years later and you're a that fan, that's where I have a problem.
The only exception would be movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't take up.
And you know of this.
Yeah, firsthand. Let's go, Sonics. And I never
Zach knows of this now.
But he got insanely lucky, and both teams moved in state.
Yes,
Vegas Raiders, Vegas A's. He got the best transition a fan technically could for him personally. Other than coming to Reno.
Yeah, for me, I really haven't had that.
You won't. The Niners will never move. The Warriors are now entrenched in San Francisco.
I mean, they moved, but they didn't.
No,
really.
the Bay. That's why the Golden State Warriors. No, they never even technically were the Oakland Warriors. They were the Golden State Warriors. They chose that area for a reason. Like, they were smart. And I feel bad for the people of Oakland, but you can trip over a bridge and still go see your team. They are local. Like, the Bay Area is... It might have outpriced a lot of those. That's true. That's true. I won't disagree with that. But as far as like the layout of the Bay, you know this. It's not huge mileage.
It's easy to get there.
Yeah, correct. From Oakland to San Francisco it's going to take you a while because there's a shitload of people. But as far as like the land that you cross, it's only a couple of miles. Yeah. It's not like Carson City is farther away from Reno than Oakland and San Francisco are.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You're literally saving 20 miles. I don't even think San Francisco and Oakland are 10 miles apart. Yes, I get it. It's not your... What I do feel bad is for the Raiders. I have for Oakland for the Raiders. That's
Oakland's,
tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
They
supported the fuck out of that team, dude. The Oakland Raiders are they will always be the Oakland Raiders because my fandom runs deep and
LA.
That's true. They did have... It's funny because Marcus Allen says he was an LA Raider. I never played in Oakland. There's a separation of church and state even amongst their own fans sometimes. And now it's the Vegas. So, yeah, they've moved. The Davis family, dude. They just want to make the monies.
That's another, kind of fandom, too, is I for most of my life, I've hated LA, except for college football, because the Trojans got me excited about college football.
Dude, Pete Carroll and those teams were electric. They were... Man, that might be the last time college football was at that peak. The stuff we got going on now is pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but the world... Okay, 7:30 kickoffs mean you're 10:30 East Coast, right?
Yes.
And the nation's shut down for those games. If Pete Carroll and Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart were playing, that was what was going on. It didn't matter what place in the country you were, didn't matter what time it was happening. Those were must-watch games, yeah. And it hasn't been that way on the West Coast specifically since. Even when, my UW Huskies had their run in the national title. They did. They got all the way to the title. It wasn't anywhere near the juice that USC had. Oregon has had some juice with the Chip Kelly era and the Marcus Mariota. Still was not to the level of Carroll and Leinart.
They could become that next team, though, in the West, because I feel like they're the closest.
SC again or Oregon? Yeah, Oregon. No, Dan Lanning's got Oregon on the precipice of something fucking ginormous for sure, because that Nike money and Phil Knight and all of the boosters and NIL and sponsor, and they're not going anywhere. Oh God, I got some drinking to do.
Yep, that's gone.
They're not going anywhere, and that pisses me off, but it is what it is. I have to respect Dan Lanning. I have to respect the program that they've actually ran in Oregon. They've really tried to, they've transferred some quarterbacks because they've had to, kind of thing. But, that's still a pretty homegrown team. They're still not paying for play, I don't feel. I feel like they're still cultivating teams and then, putting forth, Oregon talent and not just, this random guy from fucking Texas that, Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, and it's moved from just a speed-based, you get those fast guys in the West, to a more balanced, overall, you're getting big, fast, strong athletes that go to, the bigger schools are coming to Oregon now.
Kayvon Thibodeau was probably the first one to really do that. He could have gone anywhere on the East Coast and been a Penn State, Ohio State, Florida State, edge rushers, baby. Oregon's not known for their edge rushers. They're known for offense, not for defense.
Yes, and that has changed a lot in these last couple seasons.
And now they got absolutely fucking whack-a-moled in this most recent playoff. So if you're gonna you gotta pick your boots up off the ground for that one. But fuck you, Oregon. That's a fandom I will not let go of.
I get it. Northwest Allegiance.
Whoa. Sorry, I chugged that fucking beer. Yeah, at least that's a conference game. At least they get to see Oregon in the Big Ten.
It's not too bad.
It breaks my heart, though, Money. You know this.
Well, the Big 12, or the Pac-12, I should say.
The oldest conference in college football, the Pacific Conference.
It's just
the ones that
they
developed the idea of the conference, that they were going to run it around the Pacific. They did that long before any other colleges. The East Coast owes their layout to the Pacific, and now that's no longer a thing. Why is Stanford and Cal in the ACC? And what are we doing?
Yeah, it just makes doesn't make any sense, and it just feels like eventually they're going to change conferences again because
they have to. They better.
Of
they
how
should.
much of
they
a mess
should.
that is.
I know. And okay, so before I go off on, so fandom. Okay, I'm gonna bring it in live. We're an hour and a little bit in, and we'll wrap it up with this. Go Pacers. Fuck the Thunder.
Okay.
No, what I want to talk
Enjoy
about.
wearing that Thunder hat.
I'd rather do that, but they wouldn't have a chip in that scenario, and that is
I understand
far more. I can suffer a day to live a lifetime in peace. Like all I want. This is my breakdown, you guys. Can I? All right. Before I go into the fandom, then I'll finish this with this. If Seattle got a team back, okay. If we got an expansion team,
coming soon.
Rumors, still nothing official, but in theory. When Seattle gets a team, if Oklahoma gets a chip, while I'm at least active, I won't be anywhere near as bitter. Because we had a chance to win that chip. Right now, I don't have a chance to beat that team in any capacity. All I can do is just sit on my couch and scream.
Sit on your hands.
It's no longer in anybody's hands that reps Seattle. That's the problem. I want it in the right hands.
And
I don't have hands.
Even because they didn't support the team.
No. We're not going down Sonic Skate, all right? Like, there's so many fucking things. Like, that sidebar take another hour. I'm not doing that to our loyal fans. I'm not doing that to you, Trev. It breaks my heart. It was a robbery. That's what I want to say is, like, I also, like, it's not the players. SGA's got a great game. Love watching him play. Hartenstein was a great addition to it. Caruso's so fun to watch. It's a great series. But I need the Pacers to win this. My heart and soul needs the Pacers to win this.
And even though that I picked OKC, and I thought since the beginning they could be that team, I don't hate the Pacers.
I don't see how you could.
Like, I feel it's a great story. They're a great organization. I like a lot of their players.
Reggie. Come on, Reggie. Let's go. I know. There's a lot of good story around that team.
Tonight is a win-win for me. I feel like I'm going to get some good basketball.
Hopefully. Yes. That's what we're pulling for. Overall, you want to see a great Game 7, right? Like, this series has been great. You want to see it finish.
Not only go 7 games, make the last game worth it for everyone.
You want the last 90 seconds.
Get those eyes.
You want the last 90 seconds of that game. You want to be sitting on your seat with your hands below your ass, holding onto the couch. Like, what is about to happen? Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
like, you need that. Yeah. Oh. Like, that's what we're pulling for.
Come on.
And a Pacers win.
That's what you're pulling for.
I need to.
I'm good either way.
I have to. No, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about Roscoe over here in this chair. Fandom. Okay, we were just right before we launched this here pod. 99.2. We're waiting for you, Downie. We'll see you soon. God damn it. The rodeo's dope, man. I love that you give your all. I love the Downie support and your brothers do it too. Your dad finally
their
retired.
family is tied to this for Reno.
Oh yeah,
Reno respects them. They know them because of this.
So shout out to that. Yeah, we're not. We miss you here though too, bro. What I want to shout out, since obviously he's not here, is our 25 college football. We just
you're going to take it.
Yeah, I sure am. This is my fandom right now. I was trying to wake up. I woke up late, you guys. He knocked on my door. That was my alarm. I told him
He
to
told
come
me
over.
10.
I did.
I got here a couple minutes before.
9:57.
This guy
absolutely been up.
Not dressed.
No.
Answering his door.
I answered the door enough covered, all right? Like, let's be honest.
Anyway, you had your boxers on.
I had on my swim trunks.
Sure.
Which I'm still wearing now. We're comfy. We're cozy. We're in the house. It's not 1,000,000 degrees outside. It feels nice in here this morning.
Dude, I cooled down. We got some good weather.
Anyway, welcome to the organic version of the Trev and Chuck podcast.
Non-scripted.
Always. College football NCAA 25. We just bumped up to All-American. Okay?
Bro, I can't believe this.
And USA,
bro.
It works.
It does work.
Look,
it's great.
Do you want to know why I committed to that school? Because I wanted to bring them to prominence. Because I didn't want to be DP. I appreciate you, sir. You play good ball, but I don't like that strategy. I don't like the jumping. I don't like what Kyle's done. He's on his 3rd or 4th team. Like,
I mean, I like
programs.
being able to go either way, but yes, building the program I do feel is richer if you can pull it all together. But none of us that have built our programs have done it yet. I've gotten the closest, and I've fallen short.
That's true. It's true. Twice. 2 chip games.
I am the Bills, as DP said when I was playing him in the national championship.
He said that to you during?
Yes. Yeah, I know.
I need to get a mic. I do.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't have one.
I know. I'm going to go buy one today, right now, after this pod ends. We'll still have enough time.
He said that, but he's not wrong. I feel that a lot.
But it's... Yeah, but...
I've spent all this time building my program, and I haven't been able to top it off.
But it's okay. But you're Edmonton right now. You're right there. You're right fucking there.
Yeah, but now that we've turned it up, I'm like, I might take a step back this season.
You're already 0-1.
It didn't start great.
Not a good start, Money. Not a good start. I mean, 7-9 is a tough swallow too. I
feel like I'm close, but I'm missing what I need to be that top team still.
So NCAA,
especially since we turned it up.
NCAA 26 is going to drop, but we said we were going to forego the buying of that year at least for a little bit.
There wasn't enough new additions.
I feel like they're grasping at straws. I've now seen a couple of articles that say, oh, they're adding this and adding dynamic this and dynamic that. I never believe it until I see gameplay, because Madden for years said, we added this, we added that, and it's the same stale fucking game.
Madden's let me down way too many times.
And I'm not saying that the craziest thing about the NCAA college games, right, were that even though they're football games, and made by the same developer, by EA, they were definitively different. Even from the last year that they produced before this most recent, which was 14. Now, it's taken me a while to get used to 25. It's more arcadey.
Still getting used to that upper difficulty.
I'm 1-0, baby. Let's go. I threw a pick six, so I was a little scared.
No turnovers, still lost.
Yeah,
It hurts me so much.
Man, it's alright. I went 0-1. I went one and done in the fucking playoff this year. Kyle just.
I thought that was gonna be our first time playing, and you let me down there.
I know. I let myself down. He made the adjustments, and I didn't.
His team was really good.
I didn't want to. So he was a throwing team that I stopped in the regular season, and then went to a running game because he had great running back. And I didn't want to commit fully to the run. He had these trick plays that were, if you left your back end open, he's birding you every time. So it was like, okay, play a regular game style where I keep my guys deep and cut that off and try to snuff him on the run game. Just didn't work. He was better that day. I applaud him. But he still didn't get the chip. So we've had 2 different user chips, right?
Yep. Kyle got the first, DP got the second.
Right.
Both against me. Lucky me.
That's tough. DP had such an easy run to the title, though. He played all computers.
Yeah, that
you at least
didn't seem fair.
You at least had to beat a user before he got there. You can't really draw it up. Like, I mean, the format falls the way the format falls in that game. We don't get to change that, right?
Right.
Now, they did vote, so in 26 they might update to the straight seeding, right? The 1 through 12.
I would think
because
they
it's
would.
Supposed to be in this upcoming year. They're moving to that this year. Why couldn't they pivot to that? That can only be a quick software change to go from conference winners to 1 through 12.
It should be.
I feel like that shouldn't be too difficult.
But it seems like we might skip this season. Maybe next season we go back to getting the new version. We'll see.
Yeah, no, we'll see. I'm so clear with running 25. I like the dynasty as it is. I feel there's a good pace. I feel everybody communicates. I feel like everybody kind of likes their team. I do feel bad. Well, it's kind of his choice, but Nelson, decided to, take the hardships. But I respect it. I do. I respect it. I will say that.
And we haven't maxed out yet. Like,
I agree. My stadium atmosphere just barely got to a C+. Like, I don't have. Like, I struggle with certain things in recruiting. If I find the right recruits who want the shit that I offer, then I can lock them in. But I am not an all-around school yet at all. At all. I'm only 3.5 stars. It's 5 stars. Wait, it's Because it was 6. It's 5. I am a 3.5 star. I'm a 3.5 star out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, you've been building, but you really don't grow a whole lot unless you make it all the way, or the further you make it.
No, the progression system in this game is vastly different.
Yep.
It is a lot harder. Now the coaching levels that we're at, you only gain 1 a year kind of thing, 2 a year if you're lucky.
I really don't understand that too. Like, I look at Andy's coach and he's so many levels above me.
How did that happen?
I think it might be because he simmed some of his games and he got rewarded because of that, because of the experience gained. But I'm not even sure. I look at that and he is well above me in like coaching.
It's not coming from his recruiting. It's not coming from winning meaningful games. Like it,
and both of us, I mean, we've been close, but I've been the slightly better of the two schools, and my coach hasn't progressed as much as his.
Huh. I do wonder about that. And like, I won't. It sucks. The arc went for scheme guru and tactician. It's a lot easier to get to the second level than recruiting. To unlock the recruiter, you have to have 2 top 5 classes.
That's really hard to do.
That's insane. That you have to grind for years before you can do that.
Well, yeah, you really need to have your program popping.
I had an elite class last year, and I was still 13th. I think I got up to 11 after I got up my last 4 stars, but I didn't crack the top 10. Notre Dame had 6 5-stars and like 20 some odd 4s.
I've had solid classes, but nowhere close to being top 5.
Not even and like, but I will say, I can see the dividends. Bringing in the better talent year 1 is the best way to go. It always has been in that game. If you get a level 78 freshman, by the time he's a junior, he's going to be like in his mid to upper 80s.
He might not stay for that senior year because he's that
right.
big.
No, you hope that your recruiting at that point is churning out the freshies.
You got that
so
depth.
That you can lose the juniors because. Yeah, but it is a little unreal. Like, I will say, they still don't figure out the on-field production. Like, you have these guys that even though they're rated in the mid-80s, have 1,000 yards, 12, 14 touchdown seasons, and they don't get drafted. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is a 4-year guy with all of the stats that you
doesn't have the measurables, Chuck.
Okay, Anthony Richardson. Yeah, we'll see how that goes for the Colts, huh? They signed Daniel Jones as their backup, so yeah, let's see what athleticism without brain can do. I'm sorry. My most thankful thing in most recent Seahawk history was that he got drafted the pick before there was so much smoke that if he fell to 5, we were going to take him.
You like that there, huh?
I didn't want him. Every mock, I didn't have us taking Spoon. That's been an amazing pick for us. Like, I had us taking a different defensive player, but oh my lord, oh my god.
But out of all the college or out of all the sports games, that's still my favorite. The highs and the lows of that game are different than any other.
I have to play that game by myself. I will not be around people. I don't want to be around, like...
If that was like a game that you played by yourself, like it makes the drastic changes as far as how your coach progresses.
You can be up 14-0 and you could be thinking this game is going every bit your way, and then by the middle of the third quarter, you're down 28-14. You're like, nothing has happened.
Momentum is all.
And that CPU, if you do not control it, if the CPU starts off hot, you're done. You're not catching them. You have to keep them down. You have to like strangle them in the first quarter to even have some sort of a game. Like,
foot on the head.
All immediately. Now, users are different because users throw user picks. Users have they run their games differently. But if
you can't play the user the same as you play the
not even close. But if the computer seizes the power from basically like if the first 3 drives in that game, the computer is just elite, you're in trouble.
Yeah,
like,
with the difficulty turned up, it makes it so much more.
The tackling animations alone, you can see you're like, this guy's gonna fall off of him. I know I'm at the wrong angle. I need to like, oh dude, yeah. The separation of the overalls is going to mean a lot more moving forward. Your 79s are not going to be able to tackle your 90s. It's just, it's not going to happen that way anymore.
Yeah, but college football, we love you. Make the product even better.
Yes.
Turn out even a better game.
We will be. I will be in viewership.
Be
I will be in viewership of 26 for sure. I'll see what the reviews come out like. I'll see what the gameplay is like. We'll definitely keep an eye out on it. But I definitely support staying on 25, and then maybe we check out 27. And a 2-year jump makes sense, right? Because now EA's got it. Now they can make money off of it. They're not going to not produce it anymore. It's going to be every year. So
more to come. I mean, check out our streams for the NCAA.
Twitches, yeah, absolutely.
On
Money's
Twitch.
got it up on Twitch all the time. He posts on our Discord. Make sure you're up in that bitch too. Follow us, man. We're gonna get back to regular numbers at 100 when Zach comes back. You know,
we will have a celebration for the pod.
Oh, dude, I don't know. We'll have some streamers back here or something. We'll have to talk about it. It'll be great. We might have a smoke machine. I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks for 99.2. We'll see you for 100. We are going to take another week off and come back with a fucking clean bill.
Benjamin Franklin.